Well, you're very welcome back. Derek is at the Secret Valley Wildlife Park in Wexford all morning. He's getting acquainted with all the animals.
Like proper fancy animals. How are you getting on, Derek?
Yeah, good morning to you. Well, you can call me Derek Doolittle from now on because we've landed here at the Secret Valley Wildlife Park, as you mentioned there, Tommy, here in County Wexford. Not so sunny southeast this morning, Anne.
No, it's a little bit drizzly, isn't it, Derek? We haven't got wet yet, though.
But anyway, the rain is holding off for now. So anyway, Anne O'Connor is with us now. Anne, tell us about the Wildlife Park here itself. How long are you up and running?
We're 17 years open this summer, so we're a good while at it, and we are a fully licensed zoo since 2013.
Yeah, so you're one of the only, actually, in fact, you're the only licensed zoo down here.
In the southeast.
How do you go about getting a zoo licence?
A lot of work, a very lot of work, but laws had changed a bit, so it was kind of a decision we had to make. Do we go and do all the paperwork and get everything right? But it's great. It's all to do with animal welfare and everything. It's really, really good, like, you know. Now,
tell us about the wildlife park here itself. What kind of animals do you have? Because you have everything from small little rabbits and guinea pigs right up to the big ones.
We have, yeah. We say we have about 35 different species of animals here at the moment. Big from, as you said, from llamas, alpacas, down to our little guinea pigs. We work with Ape Rescue Centre in the Netherlands, so we have a lot of exploited monkeys here as well. Some of them now have had really bad backgrounds, so we're kind of a forever home place for some of those animals as well. We also have porcupines, capybara, meerkats, all the nice ones.
You name it. Got it.
We've got it.
You mentioned there the APE programme in the Netherlands, so
Yes.
it's APP.
Yeah.
Tell us about the conservation work you do.
Well, they need to be able to find a home for these exploited animals, so they need partnered zoos that can actually do it, because a large conservation zoo can't fit in an exploited animal because they're not for a breeding programme. So we facilitate them to have a place to move on these animals and that they are looked after until their end of time, like so.
Yeah, so obviously animals that may have gone through tougher times, that you would take them in and look after them.
Some of them are lab monkeys. They've had really bad experiences. They were in labs for about 7 years. We have pet trade monkeys. We've ones that were moved around in a circus environment and stuff like that. So, you know, they've had really bad backgrounds, but they're doing really, really well. And once they're rehabilitated and obviously they're well looked after, they do cope, you know, but they can't be put into breeding programs because of this. Like, they're not feasible. They wouldn't know their backgrounds and different things for genetics and stuff. So they need somewhere, and we're just one of those places that are able to take them on.
That looks after them. Now, speaking of really in danger, but look down here because we've got little Toby, the tortoise here. Tell us about Toby.
Toby, yes. Toby is the third largest tortoise in the world. He's a sulcata tortoise, so he comes from sub-Saharan Africa. He's very prehistoric looking, as you can see. He weighs in at the moment about 39.8 kg.
39, so nearly 40 kg.
Nearly 40 kg. When he came, I'd say he used to fit in the palm of my hand. So he's after doing a lot of growing in the 11 years he's with me.
And what age is he now?
11, yeah.
Oh, he's 11,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And that's the size of him. Talk us through the shell.
The shell, right. So it's made from keratin, like your nails, fingernails. So he can actually feel you. If you give him a nail scratch there, he can actually feel you rubbing him, yeah. And it grows with him all the time. So he never leaves it. It's his
What
home.
does he eat then in terms of his diet?
Well, he's mainly on greens, basically, because they grow a bit quick in captivity because they're fed so well. Whereas in the wild, he wouldn't be this big at the moment. Like, it's just they're fed well, so they're able to grow quicker.
And he's part of your educational programme then here as well?
We do, yeah. We do a big educational programme with secondary schools on ecology and stuff, and obviously with just the general kids, you see how interested they are with meeting them and everything.
Really, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's part of our ecology programme as well. So.
All right, well, speaking of that, we're going to pop over here now to Emma. Emma's one of the zookeepers here. Good morning to you, Emma.
Hello, how are you?
Emma, you have got two little porcupines here. Tell us about them.
This is Aya and Asha. They're actually nocturnal, so we've rudely awakened them. They're African crested porcupines, which means they're rodents as well, which means they like to chew things. So you can see here all the sticks have been chewed up to bits. But they actually share a house with our meerkats.
Yeah, they share with the meerkats.
An enclosure, yeah.
These obviously would be an endangered species as well, right?
I think their numbers are generally okay in the wild, but they have been known, people have been hunting them for their bushmeat and for their quills as well. So,
quite social animals as well, I believe.
Yeah, we actually do a meerkat and porcupine experience here. So they're quite docile. They look really intimidating, but they're quite calm and
I mean,
good for us.
there's spines there, and there was one loose on the ground a little bit earlier on.
two
I
here.
mean, they're quite sharp, aren't they? You have two there.
Yeah. So they have two different, they're made of keratin, same thing that's in our fingernails.
Okay, so
They-
same as the shell of the tortoise is keratin as well.
Yeah, exactly. They have two different types of quills. These ones make a rattle noise, kind of like a rattlesnake, and these ones are to spike their predators.
Okay, what do they eat then in terms of their diet?
In the wild, they'd eat things like tubular seeds, buried underneath the ground. In captivity, they generally eat the same, sweet potato, and for enrichment, so for like to keep them stimulated, we'd bury their vegetables. So.
And these are part of the educational programme here as well?
Yeah, we do a meerkat and porcupine talk daily.
Okay, thank you so much,
No
Emma.
worries.
So there we have it. I mean, it's all about learning, isn't it, really?
Oh, it is. We're big on education. Our kind of here, what we like to tell people is that the place is very hands-on, good value for money, and it's all a big show on education. Everything is on education.
You do the school tours. You have a lot of people come down. How many are you employing here, by the way?
Say in off-season, which is now, say, we'd have 13 to 14 and 22 in the summer.
Okay, so
we're
quite
good,
busy.
Quite busy, yeah.
All right, where can we find out more online?
Secretvalley.ie.
Secretvalley.ie and across our socials as well. We
Yes,
really
please.
enjoyed our
Lovely, thanks,
educational tour here this morning. Thank you so much to Anne and Emma. And little Toby the tortoise, look at that. Tommy, he's as fast as you in your rugby days. Look at that. Back to studio.
There's nothing little about him, Derek. Look the size of him. He might make it up to Ballymount now by tomorrow, I'd say. Well done
as fast
to
as the M50 some mornings.
everybody this morning down in Wexford. Those porcupines cool, aren't they?
Yeah, it's amazing that they're doing that sort of program trying to keep things going, because obviously things aren't great for animals in the
No,
wild.
and
all over the
delighted
world.
to be woken up as well, I'd say they were.
The poor porcupines.